Conversation 1. Meeting for the first time.
Good morning. My name is John, and I'm the project manager for this new initiative.
Good morning, John. I'm Lexi, the marketing director. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, Lexi, I look forward to working together on this project.
Conversation 2. Discussing a project deadline.
Hi, Lexi. Do you have a moment to discuss the project timeline?
Sure, John. What's on your mind?
We need to finalize the report by the end of this month. Can we meet that deadline?
It's tight, but I believe we can manage it with some extra effort from the team. Conversation 3. Negotiating a contract. I've reviewed the contract, and I have a few concerns about the payment terms.
What specifically are you concerned about?
The net 60 days payment period. We prefer net 30 days for better cash flow.
I understand. Let me discuss it with our finance team and get back to you.
Conversation 4. Scheduling a meeting. Can we schedule a meeting to discuss the upcoming product launch?
Certainly. How about Thursday at 10 a.m.?
That works for me. I'll send out a calendar invite.
Great. See you then.
Conversation 5. Requesting feedback. John, can you provide feedback on the draft proposal I sent you?
Sure, Lexi. I'll review it this afternoon and send you my comments by tomorrow morning.
Thank you. I appreciate your input. Conversation 6. Handling a customer complaint.
We've received a complaint from one of our clients about the recent shipment.
What seems to be the issue?
The products arrived damaged and they're requesting a replacement.
I'll coordinate with the logistics team to resolve this immediately. Conversation 7. Discussing budget allocation. We need to discuss the budget for the next quarter.
Yes, I've noticed we might need to allocate more funds to the marketing department.
Agreed, let's analyze the current expenses and make necessary adjustments. Conversation 8. Performance review. It's time for your performance review, John. Let's go over your achievements this year.
I'm ready. I've compiled a list of my major projects and their outcomes.
Excellent. Let's start with the project that had the highest impact. Conversation 9. Planning a business trip. We need to plan a business trip to meet with our overseas partners.
When do you propose we go?
Next month, ideally the second week. Does that work for you?
That should be fine. I'll check my calendar and confirm.
Conversation 10. Approving a new strategy. I've developed a new marketing strategy that I'd like to implement.
That sounds interesting. Can you present it to the team next Monday?
Absolutely, I'll prepare a detailed presentation.
Great. I look forward to seeing your ideas.
Conversation 11. Discussing a new hire.
We have a candidate for the open position. Can we discuss their qualifications?
Sure, John. What do you think of their resume?
They have impressive experience, but might need some training on our specific systems.
I agree. Let's schedule an interview to further assess their fit. Conversation 12. Brainstorming ideas.
We need fresh ideas for our next marketing campaign. Any suggestions?
How about focusing on a social media strategy targeting younger audiences?
That's a great idea. Let's develop that further and see what we can come up with.
Conversation 13. Addressing a delayed project.
I wanted to discuss the project timeline. We're running behind schedule.
Yes, I've noticed. What can we do to get back on track?
We may need to allocate additional resources to speed up the process.
I'll see what we can do about that. Let's meet with the team to discuss it. Conversation 14. Reviewing sales performance.
Can we review the sales performance for the last quarter?
Of course, John. I have the reports ready. What specific data are you looking for?
I'm interested in the performance of our new product line.
Let's take a closer look at that data and identify any trends. Conversation 15. Proposing a new policy.
I think we need to implement a new policy regarding remote work.
I agree. Do you have any specific ideas in mind?
Yes, a hybrid model where employees can work from home 2 days a week.
That sounds reasonable. Let's draft a proposal and present it to the board. Conversation 16. Discussing customer feedback.
We've received some feedback from our customers. Can we go over it?
Absolutely, John. What are the main points?
Most of the feedback is positive, but there are some concerns about our delivery times.
We should address those concerns immediately. Let's brainstorm some solutions. Conversation 17. Planning a team building event.
We need to plan a team building event. Any suggestions?
How about a weekend retreat with workshops and outdoor activities?
That sounds great. Let's check the budget and schedule it for next month.
Conversation 18. Addressing a conflict.
There seems to be some tension between two team members. Can we address it?
Yes, I've noticed. How do you suggest we handle it?
A private meeting to discuss the issue and mediate a resolution.
Good idea. Let's arrange that as soon as possible. Conversation 19. Evaluating a software tool.
We're considering a new software tool for project management. Have you reviewed it?
Yes, I have. It seems to have all the features we need.
Let's schedule a demo and see if it fits our requirements.
Conversation 20. Discussing a merger. I've heard rumors about a possible merger. Do you have any details?
Yes, it's true. We're in the early stages of discussions.
How will this impact our department?
We'll have more information soon. Let's prepare for potential changes.
Conversation 21. Budgeting for a new project.
We need to create a budget for our new project. Can we go over the details?
Sure. What are the key areas we need to focus on?
Primarily, staffing, equipment, and marketing expenses.
Let's break down each category and estimate the costs. Conversation 22. Discussing performance metrics.
Can we review the performance metrics for the last quarter?
Of course. What specific metrics are you interested in?
I'd like to focus on productivity and customer satisfaction.
Let's analyze the data and see where we can improve. Conversation 23. Planning a product launch.
We need to plan the launch of our new product. Can we discuss the timeline?
Sure, John. When is the ideal launch date?
We're aiming for the end of next month.
Let's create a detailed plan to ensure everything is ready on time. Conversation 24. Conducting a risk assessment.
We need to conduct a risk assessment for the upcoming project. Can we go over it?
Yes, I have the initial report. What are the main risks?
Supply chain disruptions and budget overruns.
Let's develop a mitigation plan for each risk. Conversation 25. Discussing a partnership. We've been approached by a potential partner. Can we discuss the proposal?
Absolutely. What do you think of their offer?
It seems promising, but we need to ensure it aligns with our goals.
Let's set up a meeting to discuss it further.
Conversation 26. Reviewing a marketing strategy.
We need to review our current marketing strategy. Can we go over it?
Sure, John. What aspects are you concerned about?
Our digital outreach seems to be underperforming.
Let's analyze the data and adjust our strategy accordingly. Conversation 27. Preparing for presentation.
I need to prepare for the upcoming presentation. Can you help me?
Of course, John. What do you need assistance with?
I want to refine my talking points and make sure the slides are clear.
Let's go through it together and make any necessary adjustments. Conversation 28. Discussing training programs.
We should discuss the new training programs for our employees.
Yes, I believe we need to focus on leadership and technical skills.
Agreed. Let's develop a curriculum and schedule some sessions.
Conversation 29. Addressing workload issues.
There have been complaints about the workload. Can we address this?
Yes, I've heard the concerns. What do you suggest we do?
We may need to redistribute tasks or hire additional staff.
Let's review the workload and make a plan. Conversation 30. Reviewing financial reports.
Can we review the financial reports for the last quarter?
Sure, John, I have the reports here. What do you need to know?
I'm particularly interested in our profit margins and expenses.
Let's analyze the data and see where we can optimize. Conversation 31. Discussing a marketing campaign.
We need to discuss our next marketing campaign. Any ideas?
I was thinking about a social media focus with influencer partnerships.
That's a great idea. Let's develop a detailed plan and budget.
Conversation 32. Planning for a trade show.
We're attending a trade show next month. Can we discuss our preparations?
Yes, we need to finalize our booth design and marketing materials.
Let's schedule a meeting with the team to ensure everything is ready.
Conversation 33. Evaluating employee performance.
It's time to evaluate employee performance. Can we review the process?
Of course, John. Do you have specific criteria in mind?
Yes, I want to focus on productivity, teamwork, and innovation.
Let's develop a comprehensive evaluation form. Conversation 34. Discussing remote work policies.
We need to revisit our remote work policies. Any thoughts?
I think a hybrid model might be the best approach.
Agreed. Let's draft a new policy and present it to the team.
Conversation 35. Addressing a security breach. We've had a security breach. Can we discuss our response?
Yes, we need to inform affected clients and strengthen our security measures.
Let's coordinate with IT and develop a communication plan. Conversation 36. Reviewing supplier contracts.
We need to review our supplier contracts. Can we go over them?
Sure, John. What are the main points of concern?
I'm worried about the pricing and delivery terms.
Let's negotiate better terms with our suppliers. Conversation 37. Planning a marketing strategy.
We need to plan our marketing strategy for the next quarter.
Absolutely. What are your key objectives?
I want to increase brand awareness and drive sales.
Let's brainstorm some ideas and develop a plan. Conversation 38. Discussing employee benefits.
We need to discuss the employee benefits package.
Yes, I think we should consider adding more health benefits.
Agreed. Let's review our current offerings and make improvements.
Conversation 39. Reviewing project milestones.
Can we review the project milestones and deadlines?
Of course, are there any specific concerns?
I'm worried we might miss the next deadline.
Let's identify the bottlenecks and address them. Conversation 40. Discussing corporate social responsibility.
We should discuss our corporate social responsibility initiatives.
I agree. Do you have any suggestions?
How about partnering with local charities and organizing volunteer events?
That sounds excellent. Let's develop a plan and present it to the board. Conversation 41. Planning an internal workshop. We need to plan an internal workshop for our team. Any ideas?
Yes, I think we should focus on improving communication skills.
Great idea. Let's set a date and organize the agenda. Conversation 42. Evaluating a new vendor.
We're considering a new vendor for our supplies. Can we review their proposal?
Sure, John. What do you think of their offer?
It looks competitive, but we need to check their reliability.
Let's do some research and possibly arrange a meeting with them. Conversation 43. Discussing IT infrastructure.
We need to upgrade our IT infrastructure. Can we go over the details?
Of course. What upgrades are you considering?
Primarily enhancing our server capacity and cybersecurity measures.
Let's draft a proposal and get quotes from different providers. Conversation 44. Handling an employee grievance.
There's an employee grievance we need to address. Can we discuss it?
Yes, what's the issue?
The employee feels they were unfairly passed over for a promotion.
Let's review their performance and arrange a meeting to discuss their concerns. Conversation 45. Discussing a marketing budget.
We need to allocate the marketing budget for next year. Can we discuss it?
Sure, John. What areas do you think need the most funding?
Digital marketing and influencer partnerships.
Let's break down the costs and ensure we get the best ROI. Conversation 46. Reviewing a project proposal.
I've prepared a project proposal. Can you review it and give me feedback?
Absolutely. What's the main objective of the project?
To streamline our internal processes and improve efficiency.
I'll read through it and provide my comments by the end of the day. Conversation 47. Discussing employee retention.
We need to discuss our employee retention strategy. Any ideas?
I think we should focus on career development opportunities and benefits.
Agreed. Let's develop a plan to keep our best talent.
Great. We should also gather feedback from current employees. Conversation 48. Planning a company event.
We need to plan the annual company event. Can we discuss it?
Yes, what type of event are you thinking of?
A formal dinner with awards and entertainment.
That sounds wonderful. Let's start planning the details and set a date. Conversation 49. Addressing productivity issues.
There have been some productivity issues in the team. Can we address them?
Yes, I've noticed. What do you suggest?
Implementing more efficient workflows and providing additional training.
Good idea. Let's schedule a meeting with the team to discuss these changes. Conversation 50. Reviewing client contracts.
We need to review our client contracts. Can we go over them together?
Sure, John. What specific areas are you concerned about?
Primarily the terms and conditions, and ensuring they're favorable to us.
Let's analyze each contract and make any necessary adjustments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and click here for more lessons.